So he keeps it breathy. So this is one way to do it. It's a totally different approach than the original, but keeping it breathy through this first part. You get breathy, subtle, relaxed in the verse, and then breathy, subtle, relaxed for the chorus.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
All right, so let's check out this song, originally by Park Won and then later redone by Jungkook. Let's check it out. So far I really love the way his voice sits right over that piano. It's a very nice, heartfelt type song. You definitely tell that there's a lot of emotion put into the lyrics and into the song itself. Like the melody is very much matching the style of the lyrical content. Okay, so at the beginning, he had a very connected chest voice sound. So if you listen there, he started off with that connected sound. And now, as he's moving up, I was really expecting him to go continuing with that connected sound, meaning that his vocal cords are coming together in a strong way, whereas he went to breath. And I think it's really nice that he created that contrast between the first part and the second part. And even though it's tempting to want to dig in deeper as you go in further into the song and get stronger, he actually held back and kind of went to a breathy, wispy type of sound. And that breathy approach helped to create a different emotional feel and actually convey the emotion of the song even more. See there, that's the connected sound right there where he's kind of crying underneath it. That's where you hear his voice in a mix. That's what I was expecting, not the breathy approach, how he came into it. You are all of my life. Wow. Beautiful message right there. It's like very poignant the way he just kind of lets it, all of my life, you are all of my life. And just nothing more than that. Doesn't repeat it. It's just drops that message and then silence. Okay, so now he's digging in deeper into his voice. Here you're getting louder, going into what's called his call register, where he's going to be calling out. And this is, how he's built the song to progress to this point, where he started off really, really light, but now he's going in deeper. And you can hear how all of that is very, very connected. It's his full voice. It's in his call register where he's calling out as he's singing it. I'm excited to hear how Jungkook interprets this and may have a totally different approach than Park Won has. So very interesting to hear. Wow. Beautiful. I mean, that idea that someone can be everything to you and that they're the only one that can fill, like that's true love. They're the only one that can fill that void, even though you try to fill it with other things, but there's only just one person. That's true love. That part actually reminds me of that I can make. What song is that? Oh, I Won't Give Up by Jason Mraz. That part reminds me of that. That's very much the bridge of Jason Mraz's song. But a very different type of ending. So there in Jason Mraz's song, I Won't Give Up, he kind of builds up to a crescendo. Whereas here, he brings it back down into his lower range, doesn't crescendo on it, but really kind of brings it to a quieter spot to then build in, I'm sure, to the final chorus. My life, no, and you see how he brought it down from that bridge area to be able to go nice and soft for this part. It wouldn't really fit if you would have crescendoed and then just it could potentially, depending on how you work it, but it really suits the way he's flowing into the next part of the song. And you hear that cry underneath his voice? Yeah, he's literally crying on those words. That's that connected call register that you need to have in your voice. So if you find that you don't have that in your voice, you got to start developing that. Listen to how he approaches it. Try to emulate that, and you'll be able to find it. Beautiful. Beautiful falsetto. So from that call register into a very soft falsetto, letting it totally go. Oh, wow. It's just a drop. 맞아. Like I thought it would be, I mean, if I were singing it, it would just, my natural inclination would be 맞아. My inclination would be to like draw it out and fade out, but he just kind of had it as like this, boom, drop it and let it go. Woo! I'm excited to hear what Jungkook does. All right, let's check it out. A video cover. Let's do this.
가족도 안 보이고 언제부턴가.
So very different than the original. He's deciding to a breathy approach right from the get-go. And so he's not going to be able to kind of go into that first chorus with a breathy approach. I mean, like to create that contrast because it's already, the breathiness is there. So it's going to be different. So I wonder if he goes into more of a connected sound when he goes to the chorus.
나도 중요하지 않고 없진 않지만도 어머.
So he keeps it breathy. So this is one way to do it. It's a totally different approach than the original, but keeping it breathy through this first part. You get breathy, subtle, relaxed in the verse, and then breathy, subtle, relaxed for the chorus. But then you have to really develop it and dig in deeper if you don't want to lose your audience for the later choruses.
사랑도 이어갈 수 있는 이 세상에서 all of my life you are all of my life.
I love that. I really love that ending where you're like, all of my life. You're expecting something like, because he's not ending on there's notes that are like, they resolve. And that note doesn't resolve. Da. It's like you're hanging on, waiting for something. Da. That's the resolution note in this key. So we're waiting for all of my life. Like if he did that or all of my life, that would be resolving the feeling, but there's an energy of tension that's built up. You are all of my life. And just stopping it there, you're ending on a very tense note. It just leads the listener like to be drawn in and want to be like, okay, end it. Like, give me that resolution. So then he leads you into the next part. So that's really what all songs are all about, is creating tension, resolving tension, creating tension, resolving tension. And so there, very expertly, the songwriter created tension to lead you into the next part of the song without losing your attention.
그러고 보면 난 너를 만나 참 많이 변했어 꿈이 생기고 네가 가진 꿈도.
Okay, so now Jungkook's starting to dig into his voice just a little bit, like not much at all. Like we know Jungkook has way more voice than that behind him. But I wonder, because we only have about a minute left to the song, so this is a shortened cover, obviously, because the original is 4 minutes. But I wonder if he's going to dig into that part of his voice before we end. I'm not sure.
이뤄주고 싶었어 네 그러려면 더 높은 곳에 올라가야만 했어.
So you can hear how there's a bit of that cry connecting his voice, but it's not like the way the original singer did. So he's keeping it soft. It's like he's giving you just a little bit, just to keep you interested, but not enough to like be the full out ending part of the song. I hope he gets to it.
많은 것들을 가져야 가능했어 다 가질 때쯤 사랑보다 꿈이 더 커졌어 All of my life 내가 힘이 들 때
I love how all this is just so natural. This is not studio edited. It's just literally him, no mic, him, and going straight into the camera, just with the background music. It's great.
All of my life 네가 날 채웠는데 다른 어떤 걸로 나를 채워봐도 All of my life
All right, so he didn't quite go as full into his voice as the original and as I was hoping he would. I think if he would have continued to finish that song, he probably would have. But a really beautiful, beautiful take on the original. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please consider hitting the like button down below. If you want to see more videos like this, check out that one. You're gonna like that. That one's a really good one. Go for it.